Hallo und willkommen. Welcome to WoW Exploration. Yeah. It's been a while since I uploaded the last exploration video. Yeah. I simply had no time or no ideas what to do, and yes, yesterday I was with my guild buddies in a time walking dungeon, this one, and something happened, and well, that something helped to me to get outside this dungeon, and yes, we will do this. Yeah, I will start the boss fight, then I will probably speed the whole fight in speed up, because you don't need to see that in normal time, because that is not interesting. And yeah, basically what we do the fight normally. Up to phase 2, and in phase 2 we need to be a little bit careful with our damage, since we want to use death from above. I think that it is called in English, um, and we want to use that ability on Ozumat, and that's basically it. With the help of death from above, we can get out of the boundaries of the dungeon and can explore the outside. What I can say now is you won't. Oh God, what's the English word? You won't drown. Also, you won't drown outside this barrier because there is no water. It looks like there is no water, but actually there is water, because you will move very, very, very slowly. Very, very slowly outside, which is kinda bit pain in the ass. That's why the exploration itself will be sped up too. Yeah. Well, indeed. There he is. What? I guess you can jump outside the dungeon at this point, but I like to kill them, because I think you need to get the buff in order to get out here. So now we get big, and I will use the spell. Whoop, flop, and we are outside. And as you can see, we are outside the dome, the underwater dome, and we can walk around, and you don't see a water breath meter counting down. So before we start with the exploration, I want to try something out with this toy. I want to take a look up there. Well, fuck. Yeah, this is a part where you can't get so far with exploration up here. I wanted to use that toy way up there, but I had no luck. It doesn't work, it seems. It's kind of a bit annoying, and with the 10 minutes cooldown, because that part where you come into the dungeon, that should be over there. It looks really nice from the outside, and I wanted to take a closer look. So now let's have a little walk around the area. Well, this was or is the area where we just fought the boss. And in that area should be the the additional boss. Ah, yes, this is a good point. You need to be careful. Sometimes the walls have no collision. Yes, and you will fall down. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that. Yes, and when you fall down, you will most likely get disconnected, and every time you try to reconnect, you will disconnect again because you are outside the map. Yeah, in order to not call a GM and get your character back, you then simply log out for 20 to 30 minutes, and the character will be automatically transported to the entrance of the dungeon. So, oh, okay. Here we could now go through the to the bonus boss. You can see there because there's no collision from this side. So you could walk in and fight him if you'd like. It is a way to get back into the dungeon after you did your exploration bit. But we need to be careful not to fall down or... Oh, shit, careful. As you just have seen... could we scroll into it? Nope. Yes, yeah. It's quite annoying if you're exploring and can't see where you go and then fall into a hole where you can't get out easily or without using a hearthstone, which is kind of a bit annoying because you need to clear the dungeon to get to the boss. Yes. I'd say you do this on normal mode because on normal mode you... Who? Didn't I kill him? On normal mode you can easily kill reset the dungeon, while when you go on heroic you can't reset the dungeon. If you made an error or want to continue exploring this dungeon. Let's go here. This part I didn't check out. Oh, that doesn't look so good. I don't think it's a good idea to jump down there. But I want to check something. Ah, too bad. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. It's a nice tool also for exploration and also for running, moving faster underwater, basically. I've tried to climb up here, but yeah, it won't work because it says you can't use that ability here, which is too bad because I figure if you can get up here somehow, you can get up there somehow and then explore a bit more. Yes, let's go along here. I think I tried here, but yes, and yeah, and last time I tried, I didn't got up there, so I checked other areas out. Let's just try it again. Little Nomi. As you can see, you can't. Oops! You can't use the grappling hook to get up there, which is too bad. But I think if you jump right on the edge, you somehow can get a little bit higher, and from that you should be able to use the grappling hook to get further up. But I have not the time in. Also, I don't want to use much time for that in this video. If you like to explore some more in that area, I invite you to do so. But we want to check out the other parts of the dungeon, or the outside of the dungeon. Yes, you can see from here that the dungeon is quite big. the parts around the dungeons, even those fishes which have absolutely no use because you would normally don't see them. That's interesting. And it looks like it's going quite a way down. In my trial run I tried to jump down there with a glider, but then I got disconnected and needed to wait for my character to be resetted. Let me try something. Put it to 10. Maybe we can see some more. No, it doesn't look like it. Too bad. Let's go to the top bit or furthest bit we can go here. There's something. Maybe someone once tries to jump down there and explore that part. Maybe there is a way to go around. It's another thing we won't try yet because there is a high possibility that you get stuck and disconnected, and it would be annoying if I need to clear the whole instance again. Yeah, and you need to be careful. In some parts of the outer areas you will get also disconnected. When you log back in, you should move backwards, because if you move forwards again you will get disconnected again. Which is also kind annoying, because there are some spots where you possibly could explore further, but get blocked by the disconnect screen. Can we get up there? Yeah, okay. Let's have a look here. Well, we won't jump down there because we can't get up there again. So let's have a look that way. This is the Naga you can see at the entrance, which are fighting. I also tried to jump to them, but they are too far away for the death from above ability. If that was possible, you could get quite easily into this area without going to the final boss, which would be very nice if you ask me. It would sped up the exploration quite a bit. What would also be nice would be if you have some other abilities aside from sprint to faster move, but yeah, sadly this spec of the rook doesn't have the preparation ability. It would be nice to use the double sprint. So now we go right to the wall, no problem. Now we are basically back at the beginning again. You could jump into that room to get back to the boss room, but nope, we don't want to do that. We want to explore a bit more. Oh, there's some collision with the starfish. That's interesting. So, yes, were we here? No, I don't think so. Let's move into that area. It's quite nice with the dungeon music. So now, let's use the horn again, the water horn. And this time we want to check the top of the pillar, of the light pillar. Shit. That didn't work so well, or not as I expected it. Well, fuck. I hoped I could get a better look of the tunnel, which is in, well, let's have a look, should be so in that area. Maybe I can get another try later on. Looks very nice, I think. Yes, the sprint doesn't work so well because I think this area counts as underwater. That's why you are a little bit slower than you are in the normal world, and you jump also is different. Let's say it this way. Yes. So now we will come to the we will come to the edge of the map, which you can see with that little white stripe, and we can see it there. If you get to that, you will run against the invisible wall, so nothing will happen. And let's us move in that direction. If you could use a better range, you could basically better see that stuff. What I think with standard options you can only 10 is max. I doubt you can use another option via add-on to push it even further. Back in Classic there was the add-on with which you can look really far, way more than it is currently possible. That's interesting too, that part, but we can't get there. I could use the glider, but the drop would be too steep before we wouldn't get over there. Maybe someone jumps down there and checks that part out. Yes. Let's go this way back and check the last part of the area we will explore in this video. Maybe you find some other possibilities to explore this area, or even another character, another class to get here. What would be nice, a shaman or a hunter with their far sight abilities, which would greatly help the exploration in this area, even though I sadly discovered that they nerfed the far sight exploration macro. You could, at one point in time, you could put the far sight into a macro, and every time you use the macro, you could use the far sight inside the far sight, so you could basically jump from one point to another point with far sight and could explore the whole dungeon from the start of the dungeon, which was quite nice. Last time that worked was, that I know it worked, was when Warlords of Draenor hit, because I used my hunter and explored the starting scenario, which is quite small if you get the chance to explore it with that ability. I mean, that part when you at the Dark Portal. This is also strange, because can you see it from back there? I doubt it. So let's go here. This looks quite dangerous, but normally such stuff is without collision and you drop through, but luckily for us you can walk on there, and you can't get up there, but you can't jump over there, which is too bad, because it is a higher vantage point from which you could possibly go to another point. We will go here in order to warn you at at a special point, or off a special point. However, no. So okay, if you can go further this way, but you should be careful. Along this line, you basically get disconnected if you go that way down there, and then, well, either you wait till your character gets reset, or you simply log in and move backwards in order to avoid another disconnect. So I used this area with my glider in order to try to get down there, but then I got my character stuck, and well, yeah, I needed to wait 20 to 30 minutes to get the character reset. So be careful if you try to jump out in areas where the map is open. But normally the character should be reset to the start of the dungeon without any problems. If not, you may need to call a GM. But that normally shouldn't be necessary. So, I would love to have another look at that, but it's 3 minutes. Let's have a look. Maybe we can get the time over with some jumping and trying to use our hookshot, but it doesn't look like it will work much. Nope. Fucking pathing. Fuck you, please. Too bad. I think this ability to jump to other areas was nerfed because of such things, of exploration and stuff, because there are many dungeons where you could use the heroic leap of the warrior order or this hookshot to explore or to get to other areas which you normally shouldn't be able to. So, how much? 2 minutes, okay. I surely want to see that tunnel again. Okay. So, where is it? There is it. So, I will take a short break, and we will see us again when the cooldown is up. So the cooldown wore off, and now can I zoom in? What the fuck? Why can't I first person? Okay, we can first person. No? What the fuck? So now I want to use that thing again. Preferably somewhere aside from that, so we can look at it from the side. That would be nice. And yes, indeed. Okay. End boss, bonus boss, and this should be the part where the dungeon starts. Then you run through the tunnel and get down with the fishes. I didn't see them before. And then you get down there or up there. So now, how do we end this video? Are we trying to get into the elevator again, or we could try to jump to the additional boss, to the bonus boss. Let's do that. We need to be careful. So, hep, Hep. Ha! It works! Haha! And now we are back, and we finish this video with a duel, I'd say. I will only use this very cool ability the Rook got. I will snipe him. How do we do this? Can we get to him? Shoot out. Bam! 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 Ha! Ha! Very nice.
Ich werde fortgehen, sobald ich stark genug bin.
Well, indeed. Yes. So, that's all for this video. I thank you for watching, and maybe we see us in another one. Till then, bye bye.